What's up, Hoopers? Today I'm here with high school basketball varsity captain and teammate Sean Curley, and I'm going to learn about his journey as a basketball player.
Josh, thank you for having me. Excited to be here. Excited to answer some questions.
All right,
Thank you.
so let's get into it. I want to learn a little bit about your background as well as let the audience know a little bit about your background. So, what got you interested in basketball?
Basketball, well, I've been interested since basically the day I was born. My whole family's been playing. My sisters are big players. My dad played in college. So really ever since the day I was born, since as far as I can remember, I've been playing basketball. And earliest days, probably playing in a CYO league over at OLG is probably the earliest memory I have of basketball.
Did you try any other sports?
I played soccer for a while. That was another interest of mine. I ultimately gave it up going into high school. Decided to focus on just basketball, try and be the best at one thing I could. So that was what other sports interested me.
All right, that's interesting. So, right, you stuck with basketball in your high school career. So, run us down your school sports team career so far.
So for high school, started off freshman year. I got some varsity playing time, which is definitely a unique experience. Not everyone gets to do that. I was very thankful to do that. I didn't get a whole lot of playing time. I wasn't as big or as fast or strong as anybody else on the court. I'm still not as big or strong, but definitely then it was bigger of a gap. I really just got on the court as a spot-up shooter, tried to excel in that, which is what I did. And so team success did not come all my first year. I think we went 10 and 12. And that was just a learning, little rough patch for the whole team. But next year, my sophomore year, moved up the ranks a little bit, came sixth man, started a few games here and there. And then we actually won the league for the first time in, I think, 20 years, which is huge.
Wow.
Big team success for us, which is huge. Awesome to be a part of a team like that. Great group of guys. Now we're all doing great things now. And then this past year, we didn't have the outcome we wanted as a team success, but I thought I had a pretty good individual season. I made first team all league, which is a huge success for me. I'm so thankful that I was able to do that. But the team, I think we placed third in our division as well. Made the district playoffs back-to-back years. Couldn't find a win, but still pretty big team success so far in my career. Happy to see it.
Interesting journey that you got. So I mentioned in the intro that you're a upcoming senior. So what are you most excited about for your senior year?
Man, that's quite the question. I don't really know. It's going to be kind of surreal. It just feels it goes by so quick. It's going to be the last go around. I'm most excited. I think we're going to have the best team yet. So I'm excited to win a ton of games. Excited to put on a show every time. But it's going to be real tearjerker when it comes down to it. In the last two games of the season or so, down the home stretch, and that's going to be it for high school, which is it is going to be upsetting, but hopefully it's going to come with a lot of wins, and I'm sure it will. So yeah.
You think there's something that you're going to miss the most from this experience?
I don't know. Just being with what I take out of high school basketball is just the friends you make along the way, the relationships you make with people. That's what I'm going to miss the most. There's nothing like just having your best buddies on the team. You're going over, you're hanging out every day for 2 hours after school. I think that's what I'm going to miss. Is just the relationships you make with everybody and all the friends you make.
Alrighty. So transitioning now to some on the court skills. Some questions around those. What's your primary position on the floor, and what do you think that means to you?
My primary position, I would definitely say I'm either a point guard or a two guard. Definitely one or the other. I lean more towards point guard, and I think for that it means really getting the team involved. I love just trying to spread the wealth around as much as I can. It comes awesome with individual success, but seeing the team succeed and others around you succeed is even better of a feeling. So I love to try and get everybody involved and make plays for my teammates who I know excel in other things that I'm not exactly great at, but helping my teammates out, helping them score, whatever it is, sending them a hard screen, getting them open, or giving them a nice pass. That's what I feel as being a point guard.
So, a big season coming up. What is a past or present go-to meal, whether it's pregame or postgame for you?
Go-to meal, pregame, definitely an egg sandwich, sometimes with bacon and cheese on it, on a bagel, pregame, hour maybe before the game. Also Cliff Bar, sometimes if I'm really hungry at halftime, but Cliff Bars are huge right before the game. Awesome snack, that's what I love. Post-game, sometimes it's we have leftovers from the night before, no game, or it's a Brothers Pizza Pie, which is awesome. I had to throw them in there. I love Brothers Pizza. Huge, easy, quick grab on the way home. Nice slice. But yeah, that's my post game meal.
Just because a lot of times like pregame, postgame meals kind of are different because before you might be looking for like something to give you long-term energy along the game, but after the game you're looking to recover, get your muscles feeling right.
Yeah. Well, pizza might not do the trick, but it is good. So
All right, so this one might be a tough one. But looking back, what is the biggest challenge that basketball has presented you with?
biggest challenge, definitely overcoming some adversity. My freshman year, I might not have played a whole lot, and it was real tough. Trying to stick with it. And do I belong here? Do I not belong here? Not getting the playing time. It really hurts. Also, around last summer, I broke my foot, and that was a real downer. I couldn't play at all. I was basically sidelined for 2 or 3 months, and it's just really hard to keep your head in the right space during that time when nothing seems to go your way. But it really is tough. But you just got to keep going through. You got to keep pushing because there's light at the end of the tunnel. And it's gonna be all worth it at the end. Just got to fight through some adversity sometimes because everything is not gonna go your way. And that's anything in life, really, not just basketball. So definitely facing some tougher times. It's definitely the hardest thing I've been presented with, I'd say.
I like your message there about kind of stuff that how basketball also translates to life.
Yeah.
So I mentioned a little bit about your play style, right? Point guard, a little bit of shooting guard, kind of dabbled in there. But who's your favorite basketball player, and how do you model them in your game?
Oh, my favorite basketball player. That's a real tough question. Oh, I want to say my favorite player right now is Luka Doncic. I mean, what he does it's crazy. He's just this big guy. He's definitely not faster than all the guys on the court, but he gets buckets. So from him, I try to learn. Play your own pace. He's not Kyrie Irving with the speed and this crazy handle just blowing by people. He's strong, and if he gets you on your hip, it's over. You're not getting around him. He's this big, strong, plays at his own pace. Not quite athletic, but that's what he does. He plays at his own pace and gets the shots and looks for his teammates that he wants to get. That's why I try to model my game.
I gotcha. All right, so transitioning quickly, a little bit of off-court questions for you. What is your favorite subject? And it's always been like that, maybe 9, 10, 11, 12.
My favorite subjects, definitely the sciences. Definitely. I really like biology and chemistry. Doing another year of chemistry this year, senior year. Physics, not so much. I could do without physics. That one's rough. But definitely biology and chemistry. When I was younger, it was math, and then they started throwing too many letters in there, and it got real confusing. So that is not my favorite anymore, definitely. So definitely the sciences, chemistry, and biology.
I kind of feel the same. I think up until right about high school, I was like, math might be my thing. And then I was like, all right, science is pretty cool because you're solving problems, right? You solve problems on the court too. So
Exactly.
that we're definitely related there. So this one's going to be a little tough. When you're not on the court, what can you be caught doing?
Ooh, man, that's good. So right now, today's Sunday, so I was watching a ton of football. Huge fantasy football day. Really love. The Eagles aren't playing today, but huge Eagles fan. I'm basically locked in for their game every time. Huge fantasy football day. I'm watching football. Other than that, I would say playing some video games. Definitely like a Fortnite or Minecraft type of guy. That's what I like to play. But other than that, I do like a good book. I just finished a book this year for school, so I'll read a little bit here and there. But other than that, those three things takes up the chunk of my time.
Have you visited Eagles games in person?
No.
That experience?
I have not ever been to an Eagles game. That is a huge dream of mine to go to an Eagle playoff game. That I feel like the intensity and the vibe there, the atmosphere would be electric. So that is definitely a goal of mine to get to one of those games.
All right, so looking a little bit forward now in the future, do you know where you want to go to college, and how does basketball enter into that equation?
Yeah, so I at the moment I do not know where I want to go. I know a few schools that I would definitely like to go to, but basketball is definitely big for me. I'm 100% in trying to play basketball. And it's quite the process, trying to find the right school because basketball sometimes might not always be there, and you got to find things off the court that aren't there that you'll find fun and stuff. So it's definitely huge. I really am trying hard to play basketball there. I can't tell you where. I don't really know where, but it's quite a tough task trying to play basketball.
Have your college goals changed since entering high school?
No, I don't think they've changed. I think from the moment I got there, I knew I wanted to play in college. But yeah, my goals have always been set on playing college basketball.
Me too. So sometimes, especially I think at the college level, work ethic becomes important. So what does hard work mean to you?
Hard work to me really means doing things when you just don't want to. I mean, you're going to have days where you're just waking up and you do not want to get out of bed. I mean, everybody has them. Everybody knows what it feels like, but you just got to push through. You just got to get in the gym, whether you're throwing some weight around, getting shots up, dribbling, whatever it is, going for a run. I mean, it's just those days when you do not feel like doing anything, that you're doing it, that you're putting that work in, and you're pushing yourself to the limit. Even when you don't even think you can walk anymore, you're still going. It's just those days that you really feel sluggish. Some days you're definitely not going to have the best day. You still got to put that work in. And I think that's hard.
So again, I guess going not back, you're just into the future again. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, that is a tough question. I would say definitely still in school. I want to try to go to school after college, get some degrees. Not sure where yet. But 5 years from now, I would like to still be playing basketball. I guess I'd be 1 year out of college. Maybe that'd be a tough task. Maybe still playing basketball, but really, I would just like to see myself. I don't know. It's a really hard question. Really, just still surrounded by the friends I have now, and with even more friends. I would say it's hard to say. I don't know if I'd have a job yet. I don't think it'd be a full-time job yet. Definitely not. But I would just say still being with the friends I have now and my family, cherishing them.
Do you have any advice for your younger self?
My younger self, yeah, I definitely would. And it would be when I was younger. I tried to work on things that I really wasn't going to be the best at. I always wanted to be that guy going up trying to dunk and stuff. Sometimes I think you got to realize maybe some things aren't realistic, and I wish I tried to excel on things that I know I could be good at, and that I know definitely would help me in the future more than things that wouldn't help me. And really, the other thing would probably be getting in the weight room. I mean, I'm not the biggest guy. It should be quite nice if I had an extra 20 or 30 pounds on me right now, but throw some weight around would be another piece of advice for myself.
All right, so do you have a favorite motivational quote you go by?
Yeah, definitely. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I mean, that can be interpreted as I touched the ball, I'm shooting it. But that's not how I feel. I mean, I think you just got to be out there. If you're not looking to, make plays, if you're not looking to be aggressive, you're not going to be much of a use in the court. If you're just there and you just feel like, I'm going to miss, it's not going to go in anyway. I can't make that play. I'm not good enough. You just got to think. You're not going to do it if you don't even try. So you just got to be confident and assertive in yourself. Really is what that quote means to me. So confidence is key, really.
I like that quote too. That's definitely like a top 5 for me, somewhere up there. I'll have a last question. You're a Sixers fan, so what do you think their record's going to be this year?
This year, I definitely think they're going to win a ton of regular season games. I'm hoping north of 55. If I had to give them a record right now, I would say 58, 24, 58, 24. They play 72, they play 82 or so, right? So it's 58, 24? I think that's right. I think that's right where they'll
Well, somebody out there is going to have to fact check that for us.
My math isn't exactly the greatest, but yeah, so that's what I think they're going to win. I think they made some good off-season additions. PJ Tucker, huge ad. Hope James Harden comes back. Plays a little more assertive than he did. He got tailed off in the end of the playoffs last year. What else did they have? PJ Tucker. They traded for my best friend. Montrezl Harrell. Another huge signing, big backup center. So yeah, I think they're going to win a ton of regular season games. Hopefully they finally figured out the playoffs, which is really all that matters. Hopefully it's not their second round exit this year, but yeah, 58 wins. I have them having a huge nuclear season this year.
All right. Just before we head off, Sean, I know might catch you a little bit off guard here, but do you think you're up for a quick 3-point competition or what?
Oh yeah, I'm always ready for a 3-point competition.
All right, we'll do that. Up showing Sean when kind of intercepted some of our shots there. But I appreciate you for coming on today, sharing knowledge, wisdom. Everything is your journey. Just let the camera know, world know, everybody know. Where can they find you?
You can follow my Instagram, Sean Curley _ SEAN. That's how you spell Sean, not SHA. Make sure it's clear.
All right, Sean. Everybody, let me know what else you want to see. I'll see you guys next time.